Every Wednesday night, join me for powerful stories and informative stories that will touch your heart and also will be informative on Ndizi TV Africa, where we will be having Able and Ambitious. Join us as we empower voices that need to be heard and also encourage the inclusive voices in the society, one story at a time. We educate, we inspire, we break barriers and remind the world that disability is not inability. Tune in to Ndizi TV Africa every Wednesday as from 8 p.m. as we celebrate and empower the able and ambitious in our society. Ndizi TV Africa, beyond Africa. Good evening and welcome to yet another episode of Able and Ambitious here on Ndizi TV Africa. I'm Jacinta Nyabeta, and this time we are having a conversation about epilepsy. As we do understand, November is World Epileptic Awareness Month, and of course that is where we have this conversation, and that also adds on to many things that we need to understand about epilepsy. And today we are actually joined by one of the epileptic champions who is going to share her story here on Ndizi TV Africa to help us understand a little bit about epilepsy, how her journey has been, because as of right now she has her own career so far and she has made a life out of herself, and that is the main aim of our program, to be able to share these stories with you, our audience, so that you may get to understand a little bit of what you do, that is what is happening in the society. Welcome and stay with us till the end, and be sure to interact with us via our social media platforms at Ndizi TV Africa. I am Jacinta Nyabeta, and welcome. Hi, Stacey.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Maybe we start by you introducing yourself and how you can describe your journey so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jacinta, for having me here today. I'm grateful. My good name is Stacey Obade. From Kisii region. I'm one of the persons living with epilepsy, and it has not been an easy journey. Yeah, but we're still pushing. We're still under medication. Yeah.
So, Stacey, you told me you are in procurement.
Yeah.
And maybe now we begin from there, maybe from your childhood, just fast forward.
Yeah.
How has it been growing up? Did you know you had epilepsy, and when was your first incident?
I think my first instance, what I remember is one day we were walking from school home, and then I could shake. I could take some time, star, like the other kids would laugh or like say like, what's not happening? She's not moving, what's not, and all such.
Yeah.
And then the teacher also noted that they informed my mom, who happens to be a teacher also. So then I was taken to hospital, up, down, through the process, and to RAM, Haitiaret. By then it was Kisii, the General Hospital. Yeah. And then finally I went to Kenyatta. So it took a process to diagnose the real condition. And then because at some point there was misdiagnosed. Yeah, and then I took something that led to a different, gave me a different side effect, and I was treated for quite some 3-4 months at the Amenity Hospital, and then later on visiting Kenyatta, and then we started the treatment. So it's not been easy. Yeah, because there are things you need to be very careful with your life. And as a kid, you not understand why maybe your parent is trying to be strict, not to do this or that. So at times it used to feel bad. Others are going to maybe even ride the bike and then wewe unaambiwa no, don't. So it's not been easy, but I think when I got to high school, now I started to understand because see, even when we were learning some subjects like the Christian CRE subject, you get to understand there's a topic. Okay, I think that was the first time now I started to take it something very serious and to understand that it's a condition that I'm going to live with it for some. The teacher was teaching about factors to consider when choosing a partner for marriage, and then say diseases, and epilepsy was mentioned. So okay, I think I expected factor disease HIV to be mentioned. Now it's epilepsy, and like why epilepsy? Because I have epilepsy. The teacher said, you know, that's a condition you have to explain to your partner to understand how. I took it serious. I think from there I started now doing a bit of research of what this is, because now I've been just taking medication. You've just been told by your parents the do's and don'ts. You're going for swimming, you're not supposed to do this. No, it's time, get out. You just I take medication, and you think that's all. It was not all. But now, since there, now I took it serious. Now I came to a point I now have to accept. Then I started now seeing things in a different way.
And so far, would you say the journey has been challenging, or has it been adventurous, or has it been good?
No, the journey has not been good. The drugs have different side effects. When back in primary school, that is in Nyakoe Highway, I used to take some drug known as Rivotril. So it had different side effects. And I never used to take one drug. I used to take two. So different types. And then now there's one that gives you, causes dizziness. You can't go for preps like others. You always dizzy. You know, the aspect of school was writing list of sleeping in class.
You're number one.
You're number one. And then that's one of the side effects. And then now when it comes to sports, when the teacher tells, when maybe you want to participate in a certain sport, and then the teacher says, no, Stacy, no, you're not going. You're going to cause trouble. It's not easy. You know, as a kid, you want to explore, and then it's being told, you're not going. You want to go and see how the outing things happen. And then
but you can't go.
I think that part was not good. And then it felt like it's discrimination. You can't go because you are sick. Okay, they are trying to protect us, yes, but other kids will not understand that. They're like, this one doesn't go to sport because she's usually sick. Then when you even want to play in those just indoor games at school, they'll be like, stop wasting our time because you are not going.
You're not even going anywhere.
That was not easy for me. It was not a good part. Same to high school, because there are some teachers who are just not kind to us. Some could just try to say, okay, I think some teachers, not most, some teachers could not understand that you may be having issues, because you see these drugs we take on a daily basis, they may not be so kind to us. Okay, they may be treating us, they may be helping us our conditions, but they may not be so kind to us. They have different side effects, just as said. So the teachers could not understand all these side effects. So at times they feel like you're faking it. You're just taking advantage because you are sick. You don't want me to punish you. You just feel like other days you wake up, you're very weak. You've not maybe finished your assignments because you had headaches. You were just very down. These drugs sometimes they make us feel so down, so weak. So like, Madam, can I explain? No, stop taking advantage. Go sit and
Yeah.
So it was not easy, but we managed. I finished high school, joined Jomo Kenyatta University. I did my diploma in purchasing and supplies, and then later did a degree, so procurement and contract management. Now working, so it's not been easy.
Yeah.
Same even in college, because so many times I got attacks while in the institution of Jomo Kenyatta.
Yeah.
I was at Spain. I'm so grateful to some of the teachers who were there, the lecturers at JKUAT. They were very supportive. So many times they rushed me to hospital. When I got an attack, there's a day I got an attack immediately after the exam. There's a day I got an attack just after class. So those are some of the things, because there are attacks you never even prepared.
Yeah.
Just come random.
Do you even ever get to be prepared for attacks?
Yeah, there are times you wake up and you feel today, no, I need to stay indoors, because you wake up shaking. There are just some things you feel tired. Yeah, you can't even, you feel just the body is lazy in a way.
Yeah.
And especially the shaking one, because that's something that you cannot very fast. So you just need to relax and stay indoors and avoid so many outdoor things.
Yeah. Maybe let's talk about these the seizures, the attacks when they happen. How does the environment around you behave, and even when you wake up? Because sometimes you just need to lie down wherever you are, and that means a dusty place, a dirty place. How do you deal with that?
It's not easy to just say it, as I've said. At times it's embarrassing, because after an attack, when you wake up, you're very drained.
Yeah.
Everybody's staring at you. You don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Others are pitying you. They're like, oh my, this. And others are like, if she felt she had an attack, why couldn't she stay at home?
Yeah.
and it's not easy. Personally, I've got an attack in town, not once, especially Naivas. And again, I say thank you to the Naivas community for supporting, because I've gotten attacks in Naivas, I think around 3 or twice. So, like, imagine you paying something and then you
just fall down. Yeah.
So they usually give me a place and sit. Are you okay? Yes. What can we do? Let's call at work, and some help, first aid. I'm so grateful. Yeah. There are those who are even scared of touching you, because they feel like it's something that can contract from you. Yeah. There are those who believe that epilepsy is kifafa. There are those of us who believe that maybe we were bewitched, maybe our parents did something. Yeah. So it's not easy, because everyone sees things in a different way. Yeah. There are those who know it's just a medical condition. True, it is a medical condition. Yeah. But there are those who believe that it's something that maybe we inherited from our grandfathers and grandparents. Yeah. But all I can say is epilepsy is not a witchcraft curse. It's a condition. It's a medical condition that needs treatment. The earlier the treatment, the better. When you start getting this treatment earlier, better, because if you stay for a long period without the right treatment, it now leads to something else. Yeah. When you get a seizure, there's a way you affect your brain. So when the brain is much affected, now leads to, that is why we get other people who don't get treatment. They end up being this other thing, this now psychiatrist thing. Oh yeah. Yeah, so it's something that needs treatment. That is why when you are a kid, you see your neighbor at home having a young kid who is just we have different types of epilepsy in the first place. Because there are those who jerk one side, there are those who can just stare blank, and there are those who can just completely fall down. They are different. There are those who shake the whole body vigorously. So this is something that needs medical attention. Let's not dwell so much on the sorcerers, witchcraft, taking our hands so that the curse can be forgiven. Let's not dwell on those sacrifices. Because at the end of it, we are affecting the child.
And now, if we talk about now work, because you did say you are working, how inclusive are the workspaces for maybe generally people living with epilepsy?
Epilepsy is one of the conditions that is a bit forgotten. So many people don't talk about epilepsy because the way culture has taken it, it's just a curse. New chawi. So many people are not talking about it, but 2 out of 100, out of 100 people, we have 2 or more people that have the condition. So much has not been done on it because most of these people don't even understand that epilepsy is a condition that is in the disability list. And someone is supposed to get a disability card certificate. When you show this, you have a disability certificate and you're entitled to these benefits of disability. Actually, they say we're taking advantage. You got connection, that is why you were given that. This condition is not eligible to be
given this benefit.
So but some bosses, including my workplace, most of them are very understanding. I thank God I found good people. My immediate supervisor, the Maris Mother, she's very supportive, and others, my other friends and colleagues at work. Our principal, because Kisii Agriculture is head by the principal. Most of them are understanding. But out of the most, we still have those people who still like, this girl, she's not even sick. I've not seen her have an attack for a very long time. Why is she even trying to say that she's sick all the time? But behind the cameras, they forget to take medicines at night. You have your own side effects. But my workplace, I'm grateful I have the right people.
And now, so far, the society, when it comes to, as you've said, actually, so many people do not understand that epilepsy is among the conditions that have been put under people living with disabilities. And now you say the benefits. Let's talk about the benefits that maybe you receive and why you receive them, just to get to understand, to help people understand why you actually receive. Why is it that epilepsy is among the diseases, maybe the conditions with people living with disability?
It's a chronic condition. The medication we take, you see, when you have malaria, you'll be told take 1 times 2 for 6 days.
And you're done.
With epilepsy, these are a long-term condition. We depend on these drugs. For my case, I've taken drugs for 20 years. Epilepsy drugs, medicines are not such cheap. Tablets I take, that is Eprim Chrono 500, goes at 120 shillings a tab. So I take 1 times 2, that is 240 a day. So I'm not taking them for 1 month, I'm taking them for 1 year. I need supplements. You see, when am I even going to do anything? When am I going to even think of? Because if you get salary, you're thinking of getting the medication. So you've not seen a doctor. So this tax exemption we get, it sustains us. It helps us to even pay for the medication. So it's a condition that needs a lot. even most of this insurance don't cater for the drugs we take. Because if I use my insurance for like 6 months, the next thing you see, I can't even use it for 6 months, depending with your job group also. So you just go there, they say, oh, this time we can't make it because we don't have this in store, because they usually don't even get these drugs. Not so many people use the drugs, so they're even afraid to stock them. And then the scarcity of these drugs, even finding the right drugs, because there is generic and
the original.
So most of these hospitals get as generic. You can't get, because the original ones, they are too expensive, so they can't even make their profit.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so a lot of money that actually people think you benefit all goes to medication.
All goes to medication.
Yeah.
So,
and I think at the same time, maybe people do not understand that getting these episodes is also another disability in a way, because you actually you do not function normally as the other people who come to work, just get to sit there, work normally and go home in the evening. For you, you have to be aware of yourself. Now, what happens when maybe you're sick, you have malaria, and at the same time, amata, you have typhoid, you have another condition, kaugonjwa kamekuja tu hivi na kamvua. How do you handle that?
That is another disease, is another trigger to the condition. Especially when you have even flu, especially that one. When I have flu, if I don't handle it well, I definitely get an attack.
How do you handle it well?
I now have to stay indoor. I have to be like just sleep, have enough rest, eat well, just avoid stress, just because I already have a stress.
Yeah.
That is flu, I have a running nose, so that's already a stress in your body.
Yeah.
Which is a trigger to my condition.
Yeah.
So I now have to relax completely, take off, relax a bit, then ensure that there are those attacks we can control, and there are those we can't. So it comes, okay. If it doesn't, well and good.
Yeah.
But other diseases, malaria, flu, there are triggers to our condition, to the attack.
So apart from diseases or other maybe one-time diseases that come in, what else triggers you?
Triggers are different depending, every individual has a different type of epilepsy. So personally, I get triggered by stress. Stress is my number one trigger. My number two trigger is flu, the gag thing, the periods, that's a trigger to us, to me especially. And then there is no enough sleep. Others, even coffees that trigger them, alcohol and other drugs. Yeah. But with me, I think if I don't get enough sleep, definitely I'm not okay in the morning.
Yeah.
And if I'm stressed, a lot of pressure, those are some of my triggers. Yeah.
So far, what can you describe as the most common coping strategies that you've had so far, that you've been battling this for 20 years? How have you been surviving it?
It's not been easy. I think one thing I've not mentioned is that there's a time I had attacks, frequent attacks. You see, I'm just on the street. I think I had not understood who I am, what I'm supposed to do to manage my condition. Yeah. But it took time, as you just said, to accept. For most people to accept, it takes time. Now, there are things you don't have to do. There are some of my friends with this condition who don't even watch news, because that is a trigger to them. Yeah. They just listen to radio. They are okay. They are okay receiving phones, do less texts. not that they enjoy the bit, but they want good for them, for themselves. So personally, too, I've just known my triggers. I don't want stress. Anything that is a bother to me, I don't want. And things like sleep, I have an alarm. I have to sleep for 8 hours. And work, when I feel it's too much, I honestly say, I can't complete this by this. I can do this and this. This one I need help. So some of the things that we do to ensure that I'm okay.
So some of the things that you've actually learned from being epilepsy, number one, you have to be very assertive.
The condition did not just define who I am. It has, in a way, shaped me to be a leader, the advocate, and the change maker. I am at the moment. There are those even who are afraid I will not be married. I'm like, okay, I'm not married yet, but you definitely get married, because we have so many people living with epilepsy who have made it. They have kids, they did nice weddings. So we usually encourage them, show photos, do webinars for them, and encourage them.
Okay, we will pause there, because after the break we will be talking about marriage. I wanted to talk about it and maybe what you think about it, the whole situation, and also some of the maybe accomplishments that you've made so far, and just trying to understand more about you living with epilepsy. Of course, time to take a short break here on the Able and Ambitious show on Daisy TV Africa. We will be back shortly to talk more about epilepsy, and also trying to understand the role of parents, and also trying to understand how we maneuver, especially when it comes to relationship. We'll be back shortly.
Unatazama Ndizi TV Afrika.
Katika maisha ya kila siku, changamoto za kisheria sikosekani. Iwe ni haki zako kazini, masuala ya ndoa, mikataba mbalimbali, hata kwenye ardhi. Karibu kwenye Sheria na Jamii, kipindi kinachochambua masuala ya kisheria kwa undani zaidi. Hapa tutakuwa na wachambuzi wa sheria wa kusaidia wewe mpenzi mtazamaji kuelewa ni kipi kile sheria ya Kenya inasema.
Ni vizuri utumie sheria ambazo zimewekwa, the laws that are in place to help you control the properties even when you are dead.
Kwa mob justice, wale ambao wanahusika katika mob justice wanaweza kuletwa mbele ya mahakama na wakafunguliwa mashtaka, either iwe ni a murder charge or a manslaughter charge.
Kila siku ya Jumapili kuanzia saa 2 hadi saa 3 usiku hapa ndani ya Ndizi TV Africa, nami Jeff Nyakundi. Sheria na Jamii, tukielewa sheria tunajenga jamii yenye haki.
Every Wednesday night, join me for powerful stories and informative stories that will touch your heart and also will be informative on Ndizi TV Africa, where we will be having Able and Ambitious. Join us as we empower voices that need to be heard and also encourage the inclusive voices in the society, one story at a time. We educate, we inspire, we break barriers and remind the world that disability is not inability. Tune in to Ndizi TV Africa every Wednesday as from 8 p.m. as we celebrate and empower the able and ambitious in our society. Ndizi TV Africa, beyond Africa.
Unatazama Ndizi TV Africa.
And welcome back to the Able and Ambitious show. Thank you for staying with Ndizi TV Africa. We're here to inform you, educate you, and entertain you on all the matters that you need to know. And November being the World Awareness Month for Epilepsy, we are having a conversation with an epilepsy warrior who is still battling the condition and, of course, trying to understand what are the different life aspects that they are dealing with. So welcome and thank you for staying with us. So Stacy,
Yes.
before we went on our short break, tulisema kidogo we want to talk about relationships. I don't know if you are in one, you can also talk about it if you're comfortable with it. But tell us a little bit of what changes with you as someone who has the condition of epilepsy when you're in a relationship.
Relationship haijakuwa rahisi, haijakuwa safari mzuri sana na rahisi. Yeah, because you see, so many people don't understand what it really takes to have a partner who has epilepsy. One of my partners initially had an issue on the same, and we parted ways, I think, because of that. When I had an attack, there's a difference of having someone have epilepsy. They have not experienced it with you, and when now they experience it, you experience it with them
firsthand.
Now, sasa inakuwa tofauti. Now see it's not easy. See if someone says it's not okay with that condition, or if the parents say it's a no to them because maybe they have a belief it's a curse, it's going to be genetic to the kids. What do? You now have to part ways, which is still okay. It's better to part ways higher than
kukaa na mtu.
So alafu sasa the kids are here and then you now like, no, it's you who has issues. So it's just better that way. I think I've been in some two relationships with different views, perspective of epilepsy. The one parted ways, and the one tried, but then there are days you still feel the stigma from him. It's just coming in an indirect way. See, some of these drugs have a lot of side effects, I'll just say. There are days you wake up, you don't even feel like washing a cup. Basic to just even waking up and getting water from the dispenser. But there are people who will not understand that. They will just feel like, this girl, she's good, but she's lazy. There are days you will do, yes, but there are days you just low. And there are days things will happen there because I've even had side effects on smell. The days you do maybe you're cooking, and you not even feel like, you even forget, and you not even feel like something is maybe burning in the kitchen, and then you're like,
So that is another side effect.
Another side effect, and like someone will not, you know, you want to handle you in a way. You see, if you can't understand me in this way, because how are we going to make that relationship?
Yeah.
So kuna zile tu hata wewe unapika unajitoa tu, nasema it's not a must. But there are those who tried to cope. But at the moment, I just want to watch first. I don't think I want to be in I'm not yet decided in short about relationships. But there are some of my friends who are gay, who have met partners, and they're doing well.
Yeah.
So it all depends on how you look things in the first place. Maybe personally, marriage is not my thing at the moment.
Yeah.
There are those who have that fear, like, nitaolewa kweli na hii condition. No, you'll get married because you just find the right partner. I believe we all find the right partner.
Right.
It's us to know what we want and what we are looking for.
Yeah.
Even in a partner. So I believe kila mtu atapata tu depending on what you want.
Yeah. And now maybe we now shift gears to the caregivers, because you did say your parents have been in this journey. How have your parents been treating you, Tango, your whole life?
Okay, I think one thing I've not mentioned, I'm a firstborn daughter and a firstborn in our family. But most people actually, when we meet, they usually believe I'm a lastborn. Because kuna vile mama alipenda mtoto wake na shida zake, sasa anything I think my mom has been there for me. Unfortunately I don't have my dad. So my mom has been my number one supporter. She's been the best of the best. God bless her. I wish her good life, long life, so that she can see the fruits of what she did. She believed I can, and I have done it, and I still make sure that she's happy for me, and she will be happy for me to the future and everything. She has been. If I can't do something, even in school, she'll not give me that much pressure. She will understand. The pressure my mom could give my other siblings is not the pressure she could give me. Yes, she could guide, but at times if things didn't work out, she would just say it's okay. She would just understand. Days maybe in school she's been called, oh, your girl had issues. She would bring me home, cook. About every mission she's working on, and then she could support me, cook for me, be there on my bed. So many times I've been admitted in hospital. She's the one, I wake up, I find her next to me. So I'm so grateful to my mom, even to my siblings, to my family members, because I don't think I've come from a family that believed so much in witchcraft. Because as much as there are neighbors who could come and tell mom, Rodiondo imefunguliwa. Tadeka, kuna daktari amekuja Rodiondo, kikombe ya dawa ni 100, singepeleka msichana. I don't think none of my family members advised my mom to do so. So that's a plus for them.
Yeah.
Because so many people believe in witchcraft. They never pushed my mom to do anything with the witchcraft, or even tried at some point to say, let's now use mitishamba. They could support in stay and end hospitality. Maybe what as a family, what are we supposed to do? Okay,
that is interesting actually, because we have seen so many parents actually opt for herbalist, opt for witchcraft, and some of them actually not even giving the care they deserve to give their children, because maybe they think it's a curse. They also don't understand. They don't want to be associated with them. And now when it comes to your siblings, now it's different. How do you relate with your siblings?
We relate so well. I have 2 sisters. They're okay. They know their stay is not okay. They will understand. When I'm sick, my sibling will call my mom, say in hospital. No, we moved from hospital. We now at home. I've cooked. She has eaten. She's okay. She's asleep. Basics. They know I get annoyed so fast. Nakasirika haraka. So at times they see things, and then maybe we had a quarrel. They'll be like sour. So now they know it's time to let go. So because in a family setup, we have to have a quarter, like I've done this, do this. It's just no more so, no more so. But when they see things are not okay, they'll just let go easily. So I think they have been supportive. To me, they have been very supportive. Unlike other parents, because now that I'm in this space and we have dealt with other patients, their parents actually, when they realize that their son or daughter has epilepsy, they will quit. They will quit. Especially in Kisiland, it's the fathers who quit. Atasema sisi watu wa kwetu hatuna hiyo ugonjwa. Then peleka makasi zenu penye zimetoka. Now you find it's the mother and the daughters training on themselves. Ama mama amefukuzwa kwa penye ameolewa just because the child is epileptic. And you find like maybe he has other siblings, so it's now becomes a burden.
So when we are talking about maybe you have met people who have been maybe they're middle age or children who've not received the support they needed from their parents and from maybe the community, the caregivers. Is there a way that maybe are there centers where people with epilepsy who do not have caregivers can go?
I think I've not mentioned it early. I also serve at an organization called Ambitous Kenya, whereby we have a community clinic for people with epilepsy. So I think we support. There are those we support on even medication. After a research survey, we met the family. Achieve given our go ahead and we meet the doctor after diagnosis, now starts treatment. But there is still a gap, I think, on the same. There are those who are still hiding their kids back at home. There are those who don't even want to be associated with the kids because they have the
epilepsy.
We still don't have a place where they can come and stay, because even a place where they can come and stay, because you cannot host them. But in terms of treatment, Ambitous Kenya is doing a good job. We have a doctor who comes every last Wednesday of the month, sees patients, gives guide, then they give medication. Is epilepsy curable or is it manageable? It all depends. It's manageable because I believe I'm here today, so I've managed it. So it's manageable. There are those who have been seizure free for at least 5 years plus. So when you seizure free for 3 years in the back, you now stop using the drugs.
Okay.
You can be seizure free but still using the drugs, depending on how the doctor, because now that's not our part, the doctor's part. Depending on the doctor's review. It's manageable because there are still those who can drive. that means they have really managed their attacks very well, to an extent whereby they are now allowed to drive.
Yeah.
So I believe it's manageable.
But when it comes to career choosing careers, are there some careers where people with epilepsy cannot work in?
Not that they cannot work in, but it now will be challenging for them. Yeah, I believe. See, if you notice something is a trigger to you, you need to avoid find a way to avoid or stop it at all.
Yeah.
So I believe there are careers that they will be very challenging to us.
Yeah.
So far, what are some of the accomplishments that you would say you've made so far with this condition?
I think just being here today is one of the
Yeah.
because I didn't disappoint. There are days you invite me here and I'll be like, yes, I was supposed to be here, but I'm not here.
Yeah.
Why? I had attack in the morning.
Yeah.
But finishing my canvas, despite the challenges, going to work, at least career-wise progressing, there's something cooking. It's an achievement for me.
Yeah.
There are those of our friends now who struggling with even finish school, just the high school, because there are schools who can't even admit you because they feel like huyu atakuja kusumbua.
Or even they don't even have the capacity to take care of you.
They'll be like, mpeleke 2-day school so that she's always near
The
her parents. So you get that there's that now gap, because maybe you wanted to go to a good school, now you're now going back, now the society, there's a lot of challenges, waking up, and like, so there's a difference, there's always a difference between day and boarding, different school. Maybe you wanted to go to Kisii High.
Yeah.
Now you can't go to Kisii High because they can't accommodate you. Now you have to go to Nyasode. Now there will always be a difference.
Yeah.
It's not what you wanted. It's an achievement for me to finish school because there are those who are still struggling. Maybe the attacks are just very severe. Like, they have not even maybe gotten the right medication. Even getting the right treatment for me, it's an achievement because it has enabled me manage my attacks at the moment.
Yeah. As we finish, because we are almost done, talking about now the whole thing, your life, and you have accomplished many things, and you're still fighting because you're not off drugs. How would you say how do you see life? Or how would you describe life?
Earlier, people see life differently.
Yeah.
So to me at the moment, I see a great future for people with epilepsy. If the society gets to understand what epilepsy is. So I think my condition has made me feel the purpose of life in a different way, because I now feel like purpose is more of making other people feel even more safe and view life in a different way. Yeah, so I think my condition has changed me to view my purpose. One of the things I really want to achieve is that to see people with epilepsy win. That is my wish for everyone, not only people with epilepsy, but also other conditions, even autism and other neurological disabilities, anything. The way I used to see, now that I understand that epilepsy is a disability, the way I see disability inclusion is different. Yeah, so I think life is just different at the moment for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now lastly, maybe
the people living with disabilities just generally in the society?
Especially in these disability offices, there's a lot of discrimination, which is not right. Getting discrimination from a government office is very wrong. That is where you feel safe. Then now you get discrimination. Ni kama uende kwa Ministry of Health, alafu wakwambie hii condition yako hata ifai disability. Now they should understand that they already know what epilepsy is. Now we don't expect that from them. The government needs to do more. We need to do more awareness. We need to do so many things, even in inclusion, jobs for the persons with disabilities, so that at least we can even sustain our lifestyle. And because we now have to buy drugs. Maybe pesa ulikuwa uishi nyumba, ndio tena unanunua dawa, and everything.
Now, your last advice to the general public in terms of inclusion and also understanding people living with disabilities.
My advice to the good people, to the citizens of Kenya, is please, 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 do not discriminate people with epilepsy. Number one, we don't say epileptic people. It's a discriminative word. Persons with epilepsy. Please, it's si uchawi. Accept us. Treat us with fairness. Be kind to every person you get, not only the people with epilepsy or disability. Just be kind. And to the parents or caregivers who have kids or any person with epilepsy, please do not hide them at home, because we are having so many people who feature our total because of the stigma and everything. Bring them on board, let them get treatment, because the more they keep them away from the accessing medication, treatment, it's worsening the condition.
Thank you so much for coming and making your time.
Okay, thank you so much, Jacinta.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate it.
Thank you so much to all our viewers too for also watching Able and Ambitious on DZTV Africa. We do appreciate you for your time. And of course, at the end of the day, everyone is a human being and they need to be respected, included in the society. And that is why we have this program here for you, so that you may get to understand different life perspectives from all the people who are abled differently. Thank you for tuning in at DZTV Africa across all social media platforms. You can keep following us on there to get more information about what you need to understand that is ongoing in the society. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have yourselves a great evening.